7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Man, oh man, oh man. It's Wednesday night, and that can only mean one thing. It's Weeby Talon. I'm Captain Eric Hasty, and John King is away on assignment. He got a one of those impromptu surprise. We're going to the East Coast trip, so it'll just be me here this evening. We're still going to try to have a good show. I tried to think if this is the first time ever I've done it by myself. Maybe we've done it one time before. Maybe you guys can help me out with that. I'm getting older. I don't remember like I used to so much. I don't know. But we will try to have a good show. I told John, I said, you can't go away right now. We've got too much to talk about. We got things going on. But as usual, we're shooting live inside the super secret studio. We'll talk about the weekend fishing. We got some spotted by. Didn't have very many captain's corners or, but we're going to make do. We got some videos to play for some recent fishing trips. We've got Bonnie's contest we'll talk about that basically wraps up the last entry for her contest for the rod and reel combo there. So that's going to be real good. And then tonight's topic, hopefully everybody was able to put that together, but it was basically we're talking about hogfish. So if you saw it from the little picture we had, hopefully everybody put that together. That was what we were trying to do there. So, all right, let's take a look and see if we've even got anybody on here tonight. Let's see. Dale happened to be our very first commenter. That's out of character right there. Denise followed up. Chris is there. Bonnie with State Farm is on. Thomas and Leanne, what's happening? Jessica's there. Doug, what's happening, buddy? Christy, all the way from hot, stormy North Carolina. Who's piggy? Who's fishy? Inquiring minds want to know. Russell, what's happening? All right. Carl, what's going on, buddy? Hey, you. Casey, the elevator man. What's happening, buddy? Yeah, all right. We're getting a few people on. I like it. Like I said, it's just Captain O. Eric tonight. We're going to try and do our best, but we're going to get through it. All right. Let's see where we are at. Get here, and then we'll rock right here. Where is it at? There it is. Boom. Blackwater Fishing Club. I think we talked about this a little bit last week, but due to the holiday, 4th of July coming up and all that good stuff, they decided to just kind of postpone it the way it all fell. So no tournament 4th of July weekend, no meeting on Thursday, so they'll see you the following month. That's okay. That's okay. We could kind of use the party as the get together. Maybe. I don't know. We'll make it work. We'll see what happens. Yep, solo. Yeah, running solo. John had to go. He went fishing over there, I think, on the East Coast, or he's going early. They left this evening. So there you go. So Blackwater Fishing Club is not going to be meeting this week. Or on the 4th, on the 1st, that's going to roll into next weekend. But just want to get that out there. We always joke about it, but I think they've come out with one that maybe, just maybe, we can get behind. Those Hey Dudes. They come out with the good old PBR, red, white, and blue. I mean, I could see maybe sporting a pair of these on the 4th of July. I can maybe, see that. I don't know. Rick, what do you think? Rick, are you on? I know you love your Hey Dudes. You got to get you a pair of those because those fishing slippers, right? will do you some good. That's I don't know. I don't get the Hey Dude things, but that one I could get behind, I think, especially for a good 4th of July weekend, or even if you are, coming, this weekend, it'd be good to see some, I'm wearing the shirt from the luau from a party or two ago, that's, bringing it up. Sitting in the middle is not a good look. Big blue ears. Eh? Well, I have big ears anyway. Leave it to Dale to keep it real. I saw a post earlier this week on somebody's post that said, they always get made out to be the bad guy, because they just tell the truth and they keep it real. I said, nobody likes the truth, man. Everybody hates the truth. So, I spied PBR in your cooler. You did. I have been in close proximity to a PBR here in the last, week or so. But tonight I'm drinking some cactus juice. See, it's so you can't even see it. That's how healthy this stuff is for you. No, your name is Eric, not Kip. Do I look like a Kip tonight? How about a Kent? Maybe a Kent. I don't know. Donna, what's happening? Sam says, where's John? Well, Sam, I guess you just tuned in. John has took a impromptu jaunt across the state. So he assures me he's going to be back for the party on Saturday. He does not want to miss the party. But I can guarantee you, he's never been there once to help do anything for the party, other than show up. He says he's going to be there bright and early to help. We'll see what happens. We'll see what my buddy John does for us on Saturday. I'm sure it'll be good. Well, like I said, yeah, those right there might be able to get behind, at least for the 4th of July weekend anyway. I don't know that I would wear those fishing, but, but speaking of partying, all that good stuff, here we are. Boom. It's here. It's time. June 28th is just a couple days away. We're doing the summer bash. John absolutely loves his little picture right there. I had somebody come up and they told me Monday night, they came up to us at bingo at the Bowie Barn. He said, hey, isn't that your guy that you do the show with? I said, yeah, it is. They said, well, where's his big belly? So John just absolutely loves that. He's it's bugged him so bad that he's on a diet and trying to get healthy. So good for John. But we're coming up to the party that will be this Saturday night, the 28th. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you've been to our parties before, you know what we do. We have lots of fun. We're going to play some games. There'll be some, raffles, lots of good food from the Blackwater right there. They always put on a good show. There'll be some dancing. Basically after the raffles, we tend to do the raffles about, we draw at 9. When the raffles are over, we turn the dancing on, and it turns into quite the party after that. So if you've been, you've been. If not, tell everybody. Again, it's for everybody. You don't have to be specifically invited to this. This is open to the public. Tell your friends. I'm so tired of people whining on Facebook. That's all the internet is, bruh. He bailed on him before the party. Before the party, Chris. He said, that's right. Man, oh man. So, but we are. It's going to be a good time. The party, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to describe to people if you've never been there, because it's the same dumb stuff you get from the show. We cut up, we have a good time. Like I said, we play games, you win prizes. let's see, what can we confirm so far? We got this big orange stick right here. Sea bass, you know what this is. One of them nice tiller extensions. We'll have it all polished and unwrapped for the event. Talked to Jim's Jigs today. We're going to have some Jim's Jigs to give away. We're going to have some Q8 super baits to give away with a big old aquatic nutrition ordeal. Got something cool coming in from native nautical mailboxes. Sonny's barbecue, putting a big package together. We've got a couple of anonymous packages coming. Stacy's pictures, Stacy and Jeanette photography, or that's those always go over real well. Oh, look, there's a John King on. I don't know if that's him or his dad. So that's funny, but it's going to be a good time. A lot of our sponsors have stepped up. No need to polish it. It's ready to go. Come on, Casey. I was just trying to make it purty. I know it's already purty. It's nice. We'll clean our fingerprints off of it anyway. Sometimes, and that's, we got to be careful on advertising that, because if something were to happen, kind of like after the fact, I don't know who they'd come after, because Weeby Talon has no money. But yeah, normally when the normal party's over, there's another party, and we'll just leave it at that. But I think Denny's has been visited before by the group at probably closer to 3:30, 4 o'clock, if I had to. Hippie Head Hotel has a square grouper prize. Well, they do have a prize. I haven't been able to catch up with them. Carl's been calling me, and I've been chartering and everything else. I had a charter today, and I think that's why Dale was able to get on first. So I actually made the little thing last night, had that up last night. I wasn't able to get stuff onto the Facebook side until I got home from the charter this morning, but I think that's why Dale got on. He got on there before she even woke up. So good job, Dale. Good on you for checking right there. Yep. No, that's the real John King right there. There we go. Hey, where's John? John is on an impromptu trip to the East Coast, but he will be back in time, Sock, for the party on Saturday. Love to see you, Sock. Come see us on Saturday. Come bring the missus and party down. We're gonna have a good time. Let's see, where does that put us here on the thing? We've hit that again. So again, party starts 7 o'clock on Saturday evening. I know everybody likes to get there early and try to get all the tickets and all that, and they want to get it down there in the very bottom of the bucket. But party starts at 7. Looking forward to it. Again, it's just it's a real good time, and we're definitely looking forward to it. Let's see, what is it? We're here at shameless plug time. Let's see, where are these shameless plugs? That's right here. There we go. If you haven't come out to see us yet at our music bingo nights, we're doing it at Nature Coast Bar and Grill, the Bowie Bar, and Cedar River Seafood. You can come see us tomorrow night, Cedar River Seafood at 7 o'clock. We had a real nice night last night at Nature Coast Bar and Grill. Had a bunch of people show up, and then the Bowie Bar was not too bad. Good crowd for there. But hopefully we'll continue the week going with a good crowd over there at Cedar River Seafood tomorrow, 7 o'clock. It is a good time. If you like good food, you like free drinks, and you like music, it's where you need to be. Let's see here. Boom. Red snapper trips. There are still red snapper out there, but I'm not going to lie to you. Them red snapper, they hard. They're hard to get to, and you don't want to miss one. I tell you that much. Red grouper, off the chain. Mangroves, off the chain. Beeliners, off the chain. Red snapper, you got to work for it. And we eventually, we did some scouting on Saturday, and we finally found a spot where they were thick, but it's a long way off. You got to have a really nice day to make it out there. So, it's a lot of fun. But them red snapper, they're tricky out there right now. It's you can get into them, and you can get them from this big to that big. It's a blast. It's interesting. And I do have some videos of some people catching some fish here shortly. Let's see where we're at here. We've hit it. Let's go ahead and see what Andrew has to say. Andrew, I think Andrew is slowly becoming a believer. And you'll find out what I'm talking about here when you hear what he says for the Captain's Cove tip of the week. How good is that? Let's see if we can get the Captain's Cove tip of the week in here real quick. Give me 1 second and we'll see if we can fix that. Where did that go? That is just crazy.
All right, guys, I know we're talking about summertime a lot, but a lot of trout fishing going on. Something that you always think about, people want to put gulp or some other really soft plastic to trout fish with under a cork, and it's super soft and gets bit and gets beat up easy, and you're just going through money left and right when the shrimp shortage is going on. Something like Q8, it's super tough. I mean, you put one on a jig, I think we trout fished like an entire day with 4 of these, 4 rods going. We fished all day trout fishing. Ended up getting our limit, and they're super, super tough. They don't slide down on the jig or anything. This is a great tactic to deploy in the summertime when you're trout fishing and doing a lot of fishing around those pesky puffer fish. I'm Andrew, and that's your Captain's Cove tip of the week.
Like I said, John and I have been pushing these Q8 baits for a while, and people are really starting to take notice. They do work. They work well. They are a lot more structurally integrated. They got a lot more structural integrity, I guess is the word I'm looking for, than some of the other baits that are a little bit too soft. Like Andrew said there, I mean, they loaded up 4 rods and they use those same baits, to catch everybody's limit of trout. So they're pretty on point there. Denise, I do apologize for, letting you down there. I'm sure you were at work at 6 o'clock. Dale took advantage of you working, not checking on your break time or anything like that. Carl says John's at the Alligator Alcatraz. No, that would be on our side. John shot over to the East Coast. Oh, that's funny. Our people. But yeah, again, like I said, just the more and more people try those Q8 baits, the better it's going to be for everybody. I mean, you'll be using them on, you'll be using them left and right. So over the course of, I don't know, the last couple of weeks, we've had an opportunity to have some of the ladies of We Be Tailing, if you will, come out and go fishing with us. We had Jessica and James. They joined us for a fishing trip a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week and a half ago or something like that. So they got to come out and hit those. The Dale and Denise got to come out this past week, and we got a little bit of video of them yanking on some fish. Eric, those purple bullets caught a couple of reds, but still haven't really put them to use. There you go. Well, like I said, at least you tried them a little bit, and that's you see that they work. The potential's there. But what we've got is we've got a little video of Jessica pulling on. I think this turns out. Well, I don't want to give it away. I'll let you watch it. Here we go. Jessica, what are you doing?
Catching fish.
What kind of fish?
I don't know yet.
Yeah?
We're in 100 feet.
We're deeper than that.
It's coming though.
It's not a snook.
It's not a snook.
It's a red snook. Oh, look at that. It's a red snook. That's another rojo grouper. Always said, I don't want to come to the top. I don't want to come to the top.
Woo!
We like to call that the fire truck.
Nice.
Woo!
That's a nice
Beautiful.
snook right here, guys.
Woo!
Oh yeah, that's a good in there.
Woo!
Nice.
Lickety split.
Oh yeah, Jessica. I got a little red.
All right. Nice. Jessica, I did not hog all the hogfish. I was trying to teach you how to catch them. I can't help it that maybe my teaching skills aren't so good. I was so good I was catching them all. I don't know. But that was a good job on bringing in that red grouper right there. For somebody, Jessica's not a very big person. For her to bring in that fire truck, that was nice. And I think that might have been like her first really good sized fish of the day. So she was pumped, she was stoked, had that adrenaline pumping. So that was a lot of fun for her. And of course we had a lot of fun, watching her do it. Now this past week we've had Denise won a trip to come out with us, and she brought her husband, Dale. It was their anniversary. So I want to say it was their 43rd anniversary. Being together, that's a long time. But they got to come out on anniversary day and fish with us, and we presented Denise with a nice rod and reel combo that Dale purchased for her. It was a surprise. We gave it to her on the boat, as she, here, take this, congratulations, this is your rod now. So that was pretty cool. And we've got her. She put that rod to good use. I'm not going to lie. She worked the hell out of that rod. It took her a little bit to get used to it because it wasn't a spinning rod, but it took her a little bit, and she got it figured out. But let's watch her yank on one right here. Here we go. Now this one, I didn't film it sideways. I wasn't thinking Captain's Corner, all that good stuff. Forgive me, but here we go. Talk to me, Denise. What's going on?
I got a damn fish on here.
Oh yeah? What kind of fish?
Hold on. A big one.
It's a big one? I do. I can see it. Yeah, I think you got you a nice big red grouper right there. Yeah, I think so. Woo! I saw it. That's a fire truck. Easy, easy, easy. Net, please. Now the video did stop there just a little bit short because that hook was right there in the corner of the lip, just ready to pop out. We were screaming, "Where's the net? Where's the net? Where's the net?" We needed that net, so we made sure that Denise did not lose that fish. I'm sure she would have been very, very upset with us if we didn't get that fish in the net. She worked very hard for that. She was one of the ones that doubled up. She got her limit of the red grouper. She got her limit of the red snapper, caught a bunch of other species. I mean, that was, she put that pole to good use. It was a really fun day. We will have pictures of her coming up again here in Spotted By, so you get to see the one that she got. Dale's backing that up there, limit of red grouper. So that was it's always good to get out with the Taylors, and especially when we can make it a momentous occasion like an anniversary or whatever the case might be. That was a lot of fun, and listen, hopefully we can do it again. That was cool. Moving right along. All right, it's time to talk about Bonnie with State Farm. Bonnie, if you haven't got your quote yet from Bonnie, you need to give her a call at 352-484-0905 to get under that little umbrella, get warm and cozy there, and feel safe and secure. Bonnie, as you know, has a tournament coming up here, and not too long. Yeah, it's still a long ways off. Who are we kidding? It's a long ways off, but she's got a new flyer out. This is what we're looking at now. So that's kind of got all the information. The tournament's not coming up until Friday, November 7th for the captain's meeting. And then, of course, the 8th will be the tournament itself. But a lot of good information there, again, for a real good cause. This is her Fishing for Freedom tournament right there. And, it's it's going to be a big one. This is, I think this will be the third one now, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And again, really, really good cause on that. Now, as you know, I think I can reach it. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Bonnie puts on a contest almost every month where she gives away something pretty cool for you guys. And this go around is a nice little rod and reel combo right here, ready to rock and roll. It's not too shabby, and it's red. It's pretty. I like that. All we've had to do is do a little, I guess we call it State Farm trivia, if you will. So we've got already ready to go with chances to win Dale, Chris, Casey, Jessica, and Christy. So you guys refrain from answering. It's probably a hard question anyway, but we want to, we're going to ask you a question. And I say I'm going to ask the question. I'm kind of lonely. I'm not lonely. I have you guys, but I'm kind of lonely here. Where I'm going to ask you a question, and the first right answer that I see will get their name put on the paper right there. And then next week when we do this, we'll everybody's name will get put in the bucket. We'll draw it, and you'll win the Bonnie with State Farm rod and reel combo right there. So let me get this ready right here. Again, I'm looking for the very first right answer that pops up right here. Tonight's question. What is the name of the actor who plays Jake from State Farm? Again, what is the name of the actor who plays Jake from State Farm? Let's see what kind of answers we get on this one. I thought his name was Jake from State Farm. I need first and last name. He said Tom. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, man, that's good stuff. All right, okay. Oh, John King. No, it is not John King. There we go. All right, we're starting to get those Googlers come in now. There we go. Yep. If you put Kevin Miles, you did have the correct answer. And it looks like Lane was the first one to answer on our screen right there. So congratulations, Lane. So Dale, Chris, Casey, Jessica, Christy, and Lane all get their names in the hat next week when we draw for that rod. So good job. Bob. Yes, Bob was his name. Yeah, if you don't get that fast Googler, that was gonna be a tough one right there, no doubt about it. All right, let's see how we're doing here. We did that. We've done that. Just touch and base. The Florida Redfish series, they're running that summer series now where it's kind of the I guess online deal or whatever, where you take the pictures. I think that's a lot of fun, but you're competing, in a whole range of areas. It's not just Florida. So that's interesting concept, but we're definitely looking forward to the championship there in September, where we can hopefully prove those Q8 baits work yet again. Speaking of which, look at John right there with his fish for the Q8 baits. Boom, Sonny's Barbecue. We love some Josh and Melissa McCall. We're going to see them this weekend, Saturday. They're coming. And again, they've got a real nice basket for us. We'll see what that looks like there. And it is time for Spotted By. Time kind of runs by when John doesn't slow us down with his comedy antics there. Let's see, where are we at? Spotted By. Well, there's Denise with one of her fire trucks, and then another one, But that big one right there, that was the one that was in the video. That was a very, very nice fish she brought in. And then we spotted Kevin. Had Kevin on there for a little bit. Very nice, gorgeous fish, great colors. And then we spotted Tommy and Katie of Native Nautical Mailboxes right there. They were on that same trip that Dale and Denise were on, and pulled up a beautiful, beautiful gag. But as everybody is well aware, that no gags out there. That was a figment of everybody's imagination. Any news on scalloping from Steenahatchee? Yeah, it looks like they're having a pretty good season. Seeing a lot of people coming in with scallops and doing all the things they do with the scallops. Putting all the 20, 25 and all that good stuff on that. Oh. It took me a second to figure out, Dale, what you were talking about. There we go. Yeah, Thomas, you are correct. That was a good looking redfish. That thing had all the right colors. Hell, it matched his hat and his all orange on the hat and all that good stuff. It looked really good. So yeah, Steenahatchee looks like they're having a good scallop season. Now, I have talked to a few people that have already scouted here. I don't know how long it will last, but I'm guessing at least the first couple of weeks are going to be really good from the reports that I'm getting back here for the Crystal River area for scalloping. From the scouting that has taken place, Stacy's been out there scalloping, and she said in one spot in 10, 15 minutes, she had like 70, 75, so they're out there, right now. How long it's going to last, I don't know. We'll find out. Hopefully it's going to be a good season. We need a good season. This area hasn't really seen much of a scalloping season the last few years, so maybe it's our turn. Maybe this is the one that is all going to work out for them. I did get suckered into the opening day of scallop season, so we're doing a double party, 12 people, 2 boats, so I will be out there on day one, and that's, how it is. That's going to be a nightmare. but we will see. Maybe it won't be so bad, right? Right? Nobody's nodding. I can't tell. All right, so hopefully I got off I guess I got back last night, made this up real quick. I hope everybody was able to pick up on exactly what was going on here with the quote-unquote hogfish. It did pass the Stacy test. She was able to figure out what I was trying to relay right there. So how do we go about this? So if you take away a species and you say, okay, you can't catch this species no more, this species closed, what does everybody do? They move on to the next species. And then what do? Oh, we're catching too many of these species now. We got to shut that one down. And then what do? You move to the next one, and you move to the next one, and it's a never-ending cycle. Well, guess what? We're here again, and now they're talking about hogfish. Hogfish are in danger from fishermen. Hogfish. Let's see. Where are we at? I want to make sure I bring up the right one right here. From the FWC website, hogfish behavior. They've got a long hog-like snout, allows them to feed on bottom-dwelling mollusks and crustaceans. Because they tend to root in the sediment in search of small prey, they are not commonly caught on hook and line. From the FWC website. Up until probably even last year, I had people tell me you can't catch a hogfish on hook and line. You can't. It's impossible. You just can't do it. I laughed because we do it all the time. Right, Jessica? Danny's even turned in now. Where's Easy Rider? Easy Rider is easing his way over there towards Bike Week, Dan. He's heading to the East Coast. But the people have been here. Okay. Chris, are you into the sauce? Are you bringing some of that sauce with you? Oh, look, man, I accidentally hit a button and that did that. All right. Yeah, I like that. They're stupid. Haha. So, again, the Gulf Council, they want to look, quote unquote, look. They want to do a study on the hogfish. So you know what that means. They're wanting to shut that down, and they want your help, to basically do it because they listen to everything else that you have to say. Right here, they even admit it themselves. They say, you, i.e. you and the people, the public, see things on the water that scientists might not. So they acknowledge it. that insight is valuable. A new hogfish assessment is starting, and your observations can make a difference. Please share your observations on our fisherman's feedback tool for hogfish. So there you go. A species that even the FWC says you can rarely catch on hook and line is now going to be studied, quote unquote, which means the Gulf Council will recommend that we lower, the limits, or we increase the size, or we do whatever the case might be. Now, if it's a good read, if you go to the post that they've got on the Gulf Council right there, and you look at the comments, because you've got the spear fishermen, which again, I have nothing against the spear fishermen. The spear fishermen, the ones that can go up and pick the ones they want, complaining that the hook and line guys are taking all the hogfish. The fish that you can't rarely catch on hook and line. It's an interesting read. It's just you can't make this stuff up, I think, as they say. I don't know, but I want you all to remember that they do have a voicemail that you can leave a message on. It's all the way down there at the bottom, that 850-297-2883. Leave them a voicemail to give your opinion, on this hogfish situation, because the hogfish is in dire straits. It needs a super duper study, right now. Again, you can't make this up. Even the FWC site says, rarely caught on hook and line. But when you start taking away all these species, this is what happens. We're working our way down the line, guys. We're working our way down the line. It won't be far before we start to assess, and as crazy as this sounds, grunts. Grunts will not be far down the line of this whole realm that they're going. It is, let's see. Read before you move on. Read. Will bigger fish bite a hook? Asking for me. Yes, bigger hogfish will bite a hook. But yeah, so very, very entertaining. I don't know, how you acquire to get the job that some of these folks have. I don't understand it, but it's just like, let's pick a fish today that we need to do an assessment on. Oh yeah, that one that you can barely catch on hook and line. Let's do that one. It's am I the only one that is in the thinking this way? I don't think so. But like I said, look for the grunt to be, moving down this line. So again, without John here, things go by fast. They go by really, really fast. We're 20 minutes, 20 minutes kind of like ahead of schedule right here. I didn't realize that's how much he drug the show down sometimes, when I... For those who know, that's kind of an old thing right there. When we had the button, we could hit the thing. But let's see what else. I want to make sure that I covered everything. Like I said, there's a lot going on. Like I said, big weekend coming. We are headed back offshore again on Friday for another offshore trip. Hopefully the weather is going to be nice. There is still time if you want to donate something for raffle or whatever the case might be, or even just something as a simple giveaway. Let us know. You can bring it with it to the party. I love me some grunts. That's right. No, dude, grunts are fantastic. That's good eats. I just hate cleaning them all. He is entertaining. Yep. Everybody up in North Carolina begs us for grunts. And again, grunts are fantastic. But like I said, watch what they do. I'm not saying it's going to be in the next 6 months, but grunts will, if they keep this chain going. What else is there to study on, right? So and you know what a study turns into. It turns into, either taking stuff away, minimizing it, making the size bigger, whatever the case might be there. But again, Party. We're gonna have Donna. Are you coming to the party? Is Dale picking you up this time? What's going on? Holy cow! I think a bunker buster just went off because the house just shook. Holy moly! the bunker's getting invaded. It must be nasty weather out there. Donna, come on, Donna. Are you going to the party, Donna? You just commented. I guess she ran away. See if I missed anybody's comment up there. Chris, do you have a particular flavor water that you're bringing? I'll give that a second. Being as that Chris just commented right there. Let's see. Sock says it's raining hard. Gotta pay the mortgage Friday. What? That doesn't have anything to do with coming and seeing us. Oh, some pecan water. All right. Well, that's how, I mean, pecan, cactuses, we'll mix all that together, see what happens. Actually, Chris, I bet that's going to be probably pretty good because I like a pecan and pralines, ice cream, all that good stuff. That's probably going to be right on point. Or is it that thick, creamy pecan? So Doug wants to know, is there a theme to the party? Yes, Doug, the theme is party. We want to dance like nobody's watching. So, yeah, we've, because we ran out of time for spring fling, couldn't get that to work. We're just throwing this together for you guys to make sure, we have a party. We know you guys wanted to party. We missed the spring window. We hit the summer thing. We're just really, this is getting thrown together, get everybody together, like-minded people, fishermen, fisher ladies, if you will, people together to have a good time. That's what the theme is for Saturday. Saturday will be like, dude, where's my car? Except it'll be, dude, where's my boat? I hope it doesn't get that bad, Casey, but that'll be a good time. Yeah, we do, Doug. We want to watch. Hey, the more you entertain Doug, the better it'll be. That'll be good. I'm excited for it. But yeah, we're gonna have a good time. Yep. Gotta have a good time. That's right, Donna. All right. So what are we giving away, John? We're gonna give away some of these Q8 baits in the invisible green right there. We're going to give away 2 of these Sonny's barbecue gift cards right here for some entrees. We got some jigs to throw in the mix. We got some Aquatic Nutrition, some super shrimps right there. And from Captain's Cove, we've got a nice little Calcutta cooler bag right here. Not a big fishing bag, but that's a nice, especially bring that to the party. That's what I'm talking about right there. Donna. So, all right, let me get set up. Man, I got to do this solo. I usually have help with this. All right, let's see. I'm on that page. I got to get the question up right here. All right, so you guys know how we do this. I'm going to ask a question. Got 5 little sheets of paper right here. I'm going to ask a question. The first 5 right answers we see, we're going to write your name on the paper right here. We're going to dump them in the bucket. And once we get that, we're going to draw tonight's winner for that prize package. Should be pretty good. All right. Tonight's question. We talked about hogfish tonight. According to the FWC, what is the Florida state record hogfish? According to the FWC, what is the Florida state record for hogfish? I need pounds and ounces. All right, get back over here. Boom. Oh, that's some big numbers. I'd like to catch some of them big numbers you guys got working right there. All right, let's see. All right, these answers are coming in. Man, again, according to the FWC, some of y'all are looking somewhere because you all are getting the same answer unless you're copying. All right. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Her here. Oh, I do have her. Okay. Oh, I got for you. I need. Oh, there it is. All right. All right. So, according to the FWC, the Florida state record for hogfish is 19.8 or 19 pounds, 8 ounces. That is what we were looking for there, according to the FWC. Additionally, according to their site, they said a hogfish can reach up to 36 inches. That's the one I want to get. Oh, spearfish and hook and line. Okay, that's where they were getting it. So there we go. All right, so 19.8 is what we were looking for, 19 pounds, 8 ounces. We've got Denise in the bucket. Christy's in the bucket. Almost. There she is. Doug is in the bucket. Dale and Jessica. All right. Let's see. Get back on this page right here. I'm going to shake it up real good, and then I'm going to draw a winner after I shake it real good. All right. This is the first, boys and girls. May even mixing it up by hand. Let's see. All right. Who do I think I got? Just one. Yep, just one. All right. Whew. All right. I don't know if you're coming to the party or not, but you're going to have not one, but 2 prize packages right there, Miss Christy. There we go. She's, you're going to be bag rich. She won the big fish bag, and now she's going to get a nice little cooler bag to boot. So, congratulations, Christy. Christy took that prize package. So, man, doing a good job. That's what I'm talking about. Well, like I said, I know tonight kind of seems rushed. We still got 10 minutes before we would normally tune off, but it sounds like the end of the world out there right outside the bunker. Never caught or eaten a hogfish. Well, apparently, you can't catch them, You only got to shoot them is what they used to say back in the day. You will see us on Chris. All right. So, Christy, you're saying we're donating all this for a package? That is so nice, Christy. No, she didn't say that. I'm making a joke. All right. Well, we look forward to, there might be some more water coming. Man, all right, cool. If they're coming, nice. All right, good deal. All right, everybody's giving you the love, Christy. Yeah. See you Saturday. Fish on Christy. Okay. Or fish on Christy, not legitimately fish on Christy. All right, good deal. All right, well, we had some fun tonight. I had some fun all by myself. I wasn't completely alone. I had you guys, the Taylors, which make the show in the first place. Where are we at? Let me get right here. All right. Again, 7 o'clock, the party starts Saturday night upstairs, Blackwater Bar and Grill. If you do plan to, consume many alcoholic beverages, have a place to stay close, or bring a DD, whatever the case might be. End of the day, we want everybody to have fun, but we want everybody to be safe. We love every last one of you and what you guys do. Looking forward to it. But boys and girls, it's time to rock and roll. We Be Tailing is brought to you by Shasty McNasty Fishing. That's me. Captain's Cove Outfitters. Jim's Jigs. Filletzall Blades. Aquatic Nutrition. Q8 Super Baits. Karrie's Custom Rods. They're coming with some jigs. State Farm. Native Nautical Mailboxes. Not so much anymore. Power Pole. Sea Bass Welding. Sonny's Barbecue, Josh and Melissa, and Hippie Head Hotel. Like I said, looking forward to seeing everybody this Saturday, and then we'll see you next week as well.